Plataforma de información musical y radio online. Rutas Alternas. Escucha.
Hoy para Rutas Alternas tenemos el gusto de conversar con All We Are, quienes recientemente lanzaron su disco Providence y además están mostrando una serie de remixes muy interesantes hechos por artistas latinoamericanos. Y tenemos el gusto de estar con toda la banda. Además, hola guys, hello guys, how are you?
Hola, yeah, really good, thank you.
Great. It's a pleasure to have all of you here. It's not that usual to have all the band in a chat.
Yeah, well, we try to do everything together.
You are living in Liverpool, right?
Yes.
How do you meet each other? Because you are from different places, right?
Yeah, so we all came to Liverpool to study music at the Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts, which is the university that's patroned by Paul McCartney. And when we left the university, we really wanted to stick around as friends and stuff, but also Liverpool has a really cool music scene. And there was just all sorts of things happening. And so we started the band after university ended, and here we are now.
It's very cool because Liverpool, it's not only an historical place for music, but they have an actual scene that they have a lot of places, a lot of bands, a lot of music happen right now.
Yeah.
Not right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
this year.
Yeah. No, there's obviously still a lot of stuff. So I suppose, with even though these times we're not being able to play, but I suppose music never dies, so it just always carries on. So we're doing stuff again, and yeah, we're looking forward to just getting onto the scene again.
Yeah. There's loads going on though. It's a really cool city for such a small place. Like it's really vibrant, and it's there's loads of little things growing, and there's a constant change of scene and stuff, and new artists come in and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's really cool. Like very inspiring place to be.
Yeah. So that's a very good community to be a musician in, because everyone it's really helpful and push each other forwards.
Yes.
Which is good.
Great. So in the middle of the pandemic, you have released your album, your third album, Providence. Do you change the date of the release of the album, or do you release it exactly when you want it?
We changed the date once, I think. It was supposed to come out in May, and we pushed it back to August. But the main thing that we changed was the name of the record. That was the big thing, wasn't it?
Well, the record was originally called Wonder Cure, after a song that never made it on the album, actually. But we decided that maybe it was insensitive, or there was something kind of just didn't feel right releasing an album called Wonder Cure in the middle of a pandemic. So we renamed it after the title track Providence, which felt really good to us. But no, we never really changed the time. It was always just
Yeah. We just thought maybe this is the right time to release some happy music. Maybe this is what people need. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, it felt good to just do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
But and where do you record the album? How do you work the creative process? Because this album is very different from the previous two records you did.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So we recorded it in our now ex-studio, which is really painful for us. We basically I lived there for 9.5 years in this old school building, and we just handed the keys back a week ago yesterday. So we're in our new studio now, but we recorded it in that school with Dave McCracken, a producer, and it was really cool. I think insofar as the stylistic change, it was just after Sunny Hills, which is a very a very intense record, we just wanted to enjoy that kind of release and catharsis, of the second, and just make some kind of happier, dancier music. So I think that's where that came from.
Also, in the press release, the people who write it tells that it's a celebration. The album is a celebration about a lot of items. Do you think in that when you record the album, it was really a celebration, or it was you thinking about these items like love, like romance, like lust? I don't know.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, but yeah, of course that's what the songs are about, you know. So like, you know, it's the songs are really honest and they're just about the really core human experiences. And I guess yeah, the album is a celebration of that, you know, 100%.
It's also a joyful point of view in this hard work because the music industry have a lot of impact with this pandemic. So in the middle of this crisis, you came with this album, and it's important for us to listen this joyful music and this energetic music, as you said. But I think when I listen to the album that it has some things of your previous albums, not dark, but maybe emotional inside the things.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm telling right. It's what I felt when I listened to the album.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. I love the album, but I remember some things that it's a connection between your previous albums.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely correct. You've hit the nail on the head. And I think what ties the albums together and what ties the Providence with the others is that there is a kind of sense of nostalgia and there is a sort of emotion that runs through all three albums. So yeah, thank you so much for spotting that. Yeah, it's really interesting. Yeah, that there's definitely like in all the music that we do, there's like a sense of like, it's always a little bit melancholy in some ways, even the happy stuff, you know, so it's nostalgic, I guess.
Yeah. There's that little touch of sadness.
I mean, you need both in your life. There are both emotions in your life. Maybe in the exact time when you are dancing your music in a party and you remember something or someone and you get nostalgic. I don't know. It's everybody's life.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, well, there you go. Exactly. Yeah. That's why we kind of thought it was a sort of celebration of all the human conditions, you know.
Yes, with the nostalgic, these bad things not necessarily are. We need to talk about it because also in this pandemic, there's a lot of mental health issues. So it's important for us to understand that it's part of life.
Yeah.
Both things.
I agree.
Oh, well, I mean, it's so true. And, you know, if this record can even start those conversations, that's like an enormous gift for us. So thank you very much for that. Yeah.
No, thank you. And talking about Paris, you have released a few remixes of your songs, but you work with Latin American artists, right?
Yeah, a few, isn't it? Lewis, do you want to take that one?
Yeah, we did quite a few remixes with Latin American artists, which was something we always wanted to do. With we just wanted a different take on our songs, and to us, Latin America is just this really interesting, sexy place. So
Lewis is from Brazil.
Obviously, talking about me as
And you choose Rebolledo and Buscabulla, Jesus Baez, Timothy Brown, very different artists in between them, but with a lot of vibe, with a lot of great point of view of the remaking of the song.
Yeah.
We're really, really, really so happy with like how different every remix is.
Yes.
And like each artist just contributed something totally different and really incredible. Like it's amazing to see.
It was from the beginning part of the process of the album to do these remixes, to choose these artists.
I think like
definitely we wanted some Latin artists to remix, or even we were talking about maybe getting someone to actually like do a tune with us as well, like sing it.
After we wrote Not Your Man.
Like, we're thinking like it would be great if it was actually a Latin singer that could sing Not Your Man. but we never got that far.
Yeah.
But we love all the remixes that happened
Yeah.
after. Maybe it can still happen.
Yeah.
We can re-record it.
It's funny when, oh, sorry, Lewis. When we were recording the album, we just had this like tropical, everything started to sound kind of tropical, and we really built upon that atmosphere, and you know, we like put surfboards into the place and like made the place really warm, and we went to a travel agency and put up like posters of beaches and stuff, and I think that's where the whole kind of Latin America thing kind of first started, really. You know, we were like, oh, it's such a tropical album.
That and Lewis started playing the cuica and all the tunes.
Oh,
that was a big part of it.
Yeah.
Bit of percussion. You know, the Brazilian instrument that sounds. It's a Brazilian instrument that's like a drum and with a stick stuck to the inside of the skin, and then when you pull it, it makes a really weird sound, like.
Yes. I know. I know.
Played some of that.
It's such a good vocal impression of that instrument.
It's a very characteristic instrument from the sound of Brazil. Well, part of the sound of Brazil.
Yeah.
Because yes.
I was just gonna say we really want to go to Latin America as well, and you know, from the beginning, we've always had really good fans. Just people from Mexico, for instance, just always messaging us. There's quite a strong following there. And then, are you based in Mexico actually?
No, just well, but not in Mexico City, in Guadalajara. I'm based here. Exactly, as you know, Latin America is very diverse, very big. Even Brazil have a great music industry, a lot of festivals, a very vibrant bands. But it also happened in Mexico or Peru, Colombia, Chile, I don't know, are very different in between. And it's important for a band like you to get in touch with your Latin American fans, right? It's very diverse. I'm sure you're very pleased about that.
Oh, very.
Sure,
Really, yeah.
But we're missing. We really want to go there and play to those different countries, and it's really important for us to, you know, playing is our favorite part of music making, or just music in general, I suppose, and traveling. So yeah, I was really excited to be able to, on the other end of this, to be able to come over and play.
Yeah, we hope so anyway. And you know, once it starts to get back to some sense of normality. But yeah, it's been a dream of ours to always get over there. And yeah, it's so nice to, you know, like it's great to have the fans in like different places and all these incredible countries and stuff, but actually playing for them in, you know, live, like that's when you really connect with the music and stuff. And that's something we really hope to do at some point.
Yes, absolutely. Nothing like live music, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, are you planning to make a streaming during this year? Before the next year that you can maybe start touring again? Are you planning something with the streaming?
We have some. We did something at the start, in the first month of the lockdown. We did something then, and then over the course of the you know, the very kind of the start of the whole pandemic, we did some kind of little kind of stream shows individually and stuff. We're planning to record some live stuff, but maybe not stream it, but just like actually have a controlled environment and like, you know, maybe film a performance, something like that. And then of course, as it probably goes on, we'll probably end up streaming something as well, because it's so nice for fans just to have that, you know, to watch that as well, you know.
I think that it's one of the things that maybe will last after the pandemic, because we have seen a lot of streamings, very special, with great audio, great video, great lights, an amazing show, a unique show that we can watch all over the world, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah.
You can connect with fans that maybe will be a little harder to come to play with them, but they can watch you. They can pay a ticket, and a cheap ticket actually, and watch the band.
Yes, true.
Very important.
That is great. Like that's one thing that's been amazing while doing these online shows, is that you are actually reaching a much larger audience than you would if you go to the individual places. but it is something very special when you do go to the individual places and
Yes.
you play in front of people. You feed on the energy. Like if the crowd is having a good gig, we're gonna have a good gig, and then we'll step it up, and they'll step it up, and then by the end it's just fireworks. So you can't really get that from a stream gig, unfortunately. But best of both worlds, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Funny, when we did the first streamed gig, when we'd finished the song, it was just like, woo, right, okay. But it was so early on, we didn't. Now it's almost kind of like, because at the time there was no audience allowed whatsoever. There was only like a skeleton crew. But I guess now people are kind of used to that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? But it was very weird for us when we first did that stream performance. Yeah.
Yes, I know. I interview a musician from Mexico, and long tradition musician, and he told me that he felt like in these old school TV shows when you are playing and you over the song, only the cameraman and the floor manager are right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Something like that. But you can connect with the audience because you can chat with them, maybe do some merch. I don't know. We need to explore more the streaming. I'm pretty sure that they can be found a lot of good things about it.
Yes, true say, man. Yeah, it is. I think, as you said, like the best thing about it is just the reach. You can play for people all over the world, and that is something quite incredible. And I think, as you said, maybe this will something that will stay after the pandemic is over. That people will still do these streamed performances.
Well, guys, looking forward to see you here in Mexico. You have come to play but in Mexico City, right?
No, we've never.
Okay. Oh, well.
We really hope.
Yeah, we hope to get there. Yeah.
I hope
maybe 2021 is the year.
Yeah.
I hope. Really hope so, because if you come to Mexico City, you need to come to Guadalajara or Monterrey, because you will have a very different experience about how the people in the country is. Are very different, but very exciting, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Well, don't be a stranger. If you see that we're playing there, please get in touch, and we'll gladly come. If you want to be a host, we'll come and hang out with you and just
of course, we can have a beer, and I can show you some of the part of the vibrant music scene here in Guadalajara.
Yeah, awesome. That's exactly what we love. Yeah, that's what we
love.
That's a deal.
Yeah,
that's a deal. Looking forward to see you here. We can find your album also in vinyl, right?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
There's also a limited vinyl that is blue. Looks pretty sexy.
Yeah.
Cool.
This color vinyl.
Yeah. But it sounds amazing on vinyl as well. Actually, it really does sound awesome on vinyl.
We can buy it in your website, right?
If you go onto our label's website, Domino, so they have something called Dom Mart, where you can buy all the artists' vinyls and merch and stuff. So if you go into that,
you can also buy it from our website. Is thisisallweare.co.uk.
Oh, sweet, cool.
But it's a great label, right? Domino, a very historical independent label. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, we are living the dream being signed to them. They're incredible people, all of them, the whole team, internationally and like domestically. They're just all amazing.
Well, thank you so much for this chat. It's been amazing talking with you, and looking forward to see you here in Mexico.
Yeah, we hope so. Looking forward to going to your town, man, and you showing us having a couple of beers with you and stuff.
Yeah.
But thank you as well for taking the time to talk to us, and we really hope that you enjoyed the tunes as much as we did making them.
Absolutely. Amazing album. Love it. Congratulations. Thank you so much for this chat with Rutas Alternas.
Plataforma de información musical y radio online. Rutas Alternas. Escucha.